Incentive for Iran to reach a nuclear deal is no secret. It's about getting those sanctions lifted. As one of the key negotiating partners, the United States will be able to ease some sanctions, but not others. Even individual U.S. states have imposed sanctions unlikely to be lifted, even if a deal is struck. CCTV's Daniel Ryntjes has details.
As Iran and the P5+1 group head into what could be the final chapter of a long-awaited nuclear accord, the US has the ability to lift some key financial sanctions linked to Iran's nuclear activities.
It should be the province of the executive branch, it seems, to conduct foreign policy, and if sanctions are a tool, a tactic in the conduct of foreign policy, then the executive branch should have the ability, the authority, to moderate, to remove, to suspend sanctions.
But there are other US sanctions linked to terrorist activities and human rights issues, some originating as far back as the 1979 American hostage crisis in Tehran, which will be much more difficult to unwind. Many US sanctions on Iran are written into laws that would require voting in Congress, not just a sweep of the president's pen to sign them away.
The threat of sanctions is to deter somebody from doing something you don't want them to do. Then they do it, you sanction them. The logic means when they stop doing it, you unsanction them. You take the sanctions off. Except Congress is very good at putting sanctions on countries that they've never been to, never intend to go visit, but they don't take them off.
Several individual US states also have their own sanctions mandating public sector pension funds not to invest in companies doing business with Iran. Some states also bar companies doing business with Iran from bidding for public sector contracts. US trade promotion lobbying groups are not satisfied.
Some of the states you lose. California comes to mind.
Florida?
Florida.
Not small states.
That's right. Well, you know, it's part of the American grain. That's all I can say.
In reality, these state-level sanctions don't have much of an impact on Iran's economy. Despite the potential barriers, aerospace company Boeing and technology firm Apple have reportedly been exploring business opportunities. But trade advocates here say the complex patchwork of sanctions against Iran presents a clear barrier to gaining a strong foothold in one of the Middle East's most vibrant economies. Daniel Ryntjes, CCTV, Washington.